What it do, H-Town? What it do? On today's show, we will discuss, will the Houston Texans be the cream of the crop of the AFC South?
Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And if not, which team will have the best record after the first quarter of the season? Also, we're going to discuss, is this quarterback battle intriguing in the AFC South? Or is CJ Stroud just head and shoulders better than the rest?
He good.
And last but not least, what are some must-win games for CJ Stroud to be able to bring home that MVP hardware, baby? H-Town, get your listening ears ready, strap up your boots, and let's go.
Hey, Houston fans, I am so happy.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Are you ready? I was born for this. Look, every Sunday, whenever we play, I get that text. Are you ready?
Texas!
The pitch. And Altuve hits it in the air pretty deep to left. Carter is back at the wall, leaves, and it is gone! It's gone! How do you like that?
One game at a time.
Green still with it. Gets it back, lets it fly, and got it!
Win on two, 1, 2.
Welcome back, H-Town. Welcome back. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a few minutes here on Everything H-Town Sports Debate Show. I'm your dreadhead host, Hot Topic TB, and like always, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that notification bell so you can get the latest flames that your boy drop about your Houston Texans, your Houston Rockets, and your Houston Astros. But on to the topic at hand, baby. Are the Houston Texans the cream of the crop in the AFC South? And will they finish division winners? Let's cuss and discuss that, baby, right now. On to the topic, baby. Are the Houston Texans the cream of the crop in the AFC South? Technically, the last year, the division was a tight race. I thought the Jacksonville Jaguars was going to run away with the division because no one knew about the Houston Texans receiving core. We had a whole bunch of question marks all over the field. We also had question marks about CJ Stroud. We knew he was a good quarterback during training camp. He was decent, but we thought he was going to have a rookie season. We had no idea that he would have one of the best rookie seasons in NFL history. So we had a lot of question marks all over the field. Everybody was questioning Nico Collins. Everybody was questioning Tank Dell's ability. Everybody was questioning this Houston Texans team as a whole because we had a rookie head coach, a rookie offensive coordinator, all type of rookie people all over the place. Derek Stingley couldn't stay healthy, and so on and so forth. But this year, now we have higher expectations. We're not ducking anyone. We're on everyone's radar. Everyone knows the Houston Texans has a hell of a roster. We brought in and traded for Stephon Diggs. We traded for Joe Mixon. We signed a 2-year, $50 million contract with Danielle Hunter. We brought in Danico Autry. We brought in all these pieces so we can be that more formidable as a football team. So this football team is that much better. Also, we brought in the quarterback of the defense, Alziz. So also we brought in a guy who studied under D'Amico at the San Francisco 49ers for about 5 years, so he knows the system like the back of his hands. We added a whole lot to this roster. But also other teams did some good things in the offseason. I kind of like what the Tennessee Titans did. It's kind of confusing because they still trying to figure out, is Will Levis the guy? They brought in DeAndre Hopkins last year. They signed Calvin Ridley to this crazy deal. They brought in a lot of guys and a lot of different pieces that I'm not sure if it fits, or are they just bringing in names. They hired a new coach. They got rid of Mike Vrabel. So the Tennessee Titans, I'm not really sure. I have a big question mark for those guys, but I do like some of the things that they did. But like I said, Amy Adams Stank, she's known for messing up stuff. The Titans just might be the Titans. Also, Jacksonville Jaguars. We've been their daddy since we became a franchise.
Who's your daddy?
I know they beat us a few times, but we always been the Jacksonville Jaguars, daddy. Trevor Lawrence got paid. Trevor Lawrence got super paid. But they still didn't know if he can be the guy because he haven't proven. I mean, he's a good quarterback. He's a serviceable quarterback. He's good. But is he a top 5? Is he a top 10? Is he better than even C.J. Stroud in his own division? So, really don't know about the Jacksonville Jaguars, but they can be a competitive team. But they seem to kind of trickle off at the end of the season. The coach and Shane Steichen, I love Shane Steichen. AR-15, Anthony Richardson is one of the most, if not the most athletic quarterback in the NFL. That guy is an athletic freak, but he can't hit the broadside of a barn. No accuracy issues all over the place, just as well as Will Levis. So those guys still have big question marks. Can they be accurate quarterbacks? Can they get the receivers the ball in just the spot that only their receivers can get the ball, or will they be turnover machines? And C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud is C.J. Stroud. He was the rookie of the year. He had one of the greatest rookie seasons in NFL history. He's in year 2, and he has complete control of this offense, like the back of his hands. His leadership is, I mean, just light years ahead of what it was last year. C.J. Stroud is on another level of being locked in. He looks fit. He looks like he's ready to go. He looks like he's commanding everything at ease. Everything with ease. So right now, the AFC South, I like some things, and there are some things to like, but I believe the AFC South is one of the most slept on divisions in the NFL, and I believe if things kind of go right for most of the teams in the AFC South, this will be a compelling battle in the AFC South. It could go down to the end like it did last year with the Jacksonville Jaguars falling off right at the end. Us beating the Colts because of drop swing pass by a running back. Shane Steichen should have just went to Taylor and kept killing us. But it was very, very tight. It was very, very close. The division was a good division last year. It was decent. Most teams in that division were both of the teams were at least 9-8, and the Houston Texans went, believe 10-7. So it was a tight race in the AFC South, and it could potentially be that as well if Will Levis takes the next step. If AR-15 can prove he can stay healthy and take the next step as well. Can he be accurate? Can Will Levis be accurate? Can Will Levis even slide? Will he get hurt before week 5? Because the dude think he can run over everybody, and this is the NFL. This is not college football, even though he got hurt in college as well. Anthony Richardson was always hurt in college as well. He was hurt at the beginning of the season. I don't know. So we'll see where things go as far as those two quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence, pretty much, he gets injured, but he's pretty much healthy. He'll play through it, fight through it. He's a tough guy. Trevor Lawrence is a tough guy, tough quarterback. He's going to earn that contract, I believe. I believe Trevor Lawrence is going to earn the contract. But is he the best quarterback in the division? No, C.J. Stroud will be the best quarterback in the division. And in my opinion, I believe the Houston Texans will run away with this division this year if everything clicks, in barring health. If we don't have a lot of guys go down like we did last year, because we did a lot of flipping of the offensive line, linebackers went down, we brought guys up. It was a lot of injury. It was an injury-ridden season for us. So like this year, I just pray for health and pray that we can have a full team when we get to the playoffs. Who will have the best record during the first quarter of the season? And the quarter, if you don't know, is the first 4 games. They break down the quarters by the first 4 games, even though now I know they have 17 games, but it used to be broke down in 4s because it was a 16-game season. But the first quarter of the season is the first 4 games. And let me let you guys know the schedule, the first 4 games for each team in the AFC South. The first 4 games for the Houston Texans is the Indianapolis Colts, the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 4 games for the Tennessee Titans is the Bears, the Jets, the Packers, and the Dolphins. The first 4 games for Jacksonville are the Dolphins, the Browns, the Bills, and the Texans. And the first 4 games for the Colts are the Texans, the Packers, the Bears, and the Steelers. But to the Texans. The Houston Texans play the Colts, which I believe We should win that game. I know it's in Indianapolis. It's a tough place to win. But we brought in some dogs to get after, Anthony Richardson. If Anthony Richardson don't keep his head on the swivel, he will get injured. He will get knocked out of this game. Dude, we ready and we coming. We have a lot of speed with Alziz. We brought in the Neil Hunter to help on the outside, as well as Will Anderson Jr., Foley, Fadakasi. We got some guys that I think that's going to get after that guy. So he has to keep his head on the swivel. And also Derek Stingley out there locking things down. Kamari Lassiter doing his thing. You move Jalen Petrie to the nickel position. So, man, dude, he's going to have to watch out. He's going to have to be accurate. He's going to have to prove that he can beat this team with his arm and not just his legs. So I believe the Houston Texans can win that game. Between the coach, the Bears, the Vikings, and the Jags, I believe the Houston Texans can go 3-1 in their first 4 games. Literally. If not 4-0. Because I'm not scared of the Bears, rookie quarterback. The Vikings, they lost J.J. McCarthy to injury for the season. They got a veteran quarterback. I forgot what his name is, but definitely not scared of him either. Jacksonville, like I said, we've been their daddy. So we can go anywhere from 3-1 to 4-0. The coach, I believe they play us, they play the Packers, they play the Bears, and they play the Steelers. I believe if the coach don't come correct, they can start off 1-3 in the beginning. They can lose to us. They can lose to Jordan Love and the Packers. They possibly can lose against the Bears. I'm not really sure, but I would give them that win against the Bears because it is a rookie quarterback. But the Steelers, you have Russell Wilson, and you also have I forgot the other quarterback name, but the Steelers gonna always have a good defense. So I can give them anywhere from 2-2 to 1-3. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they play the Dolphins. That's an L. They play the Browns. If Deshaun Watson play okay, the Browns got a hell of a defense. They made it to the playoffs with just their defense. But if Deshaun Watson can be just serviceable, that's an L for them. They play the Bills. That's an L for them. And then they play us. Woo! Jacksonville has the toughest start of anyone in the AFC South. Dude, the Dolphins, the Browns, the Bills, and the Texans. That's the tough schedule to start off with. The Titans, their first game of the season is the Browns. The Bears. That's a rookie quarterback. The Jets, don't know who they. Aaron Rodgers, can he stay healthy? What is he going to look like? That possibly, I would give them the L with that one. The Packers, Jordan Love, I believe they would get an L with that. And the Dolphins, that could be an L. So as far as the Titans, they could start off anywhere from 2-2 to 1-3 as well. So I definitely believe the Houston Texans have the possibility and have the better chance to start off in the beginning. We have the softest schedule in the beginning. At the end of the season, our schedule gets tougher, but I believe we can rattle off a few games, and probably start off anywhere from 4-0 to in the first 6 games to maybe like 5-2, first 7 games, something like that. 5-2 with a schedule like that. I'm back, H-Town. I'm back for topic number 2, baby. Are the quarterback battles in the AFC South intriguing, or is C.J. Stroud just head and shoulders above the rest, man? And to me, in my humble opinion, it's going to be a short topic because it's simple and plain. C.J. Stroud is head and shoulders above the rest. Anthony Richardson still has to prove it. Will Levis, inaccuracies, still has to prove it. Can the guy slide or will he get injured? Also, as far as Trevor Lawrence is a decent quarterback, but he's not C.J. Stroud. He's not a top 5 quarterback. I know they touted the guy, a generational quarterback, which he hasn't proven that at all by a long shot. But C.J. Stroud is, in fact, head and shoulders above the rest. And I believe, just simple and fast on this topic number 2, that C.J. Stroud had amazing rookie season, one of the greatest rookie seasons in NFL history. And more times than not, when a guy come in, what is the word that I'm looking for? That mature. When a guy comes in as a rookie, that mature at one of the toughest positions in the NFL, usually his season and his career goes on a higher trajectory. He ends up being better he comes better with time. He gets better with time like fine wine, baby. But C.J. Stroud is, in fact, head and shoulders above the rest, baby. Last but not least, What are must-win games for CJ Stroud to bring home that MVP hardware, baby? And I'm going to give you two right off the bat. This is going to help him. If we start off the season very, very strong, and then we get to the season, we drop a couple. I know we're not going to go 17-0. But if CJ Stroud on national television can knock down the Dallas Cowboys, he can beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and he can get revenge against the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas Day, those three games will firmly put CJ Stroud number one for the MVP hardware. I'm just saying. You knock down America's a team, not America's, I don't even know what to call them anymore, but you knock down the Dallas Cowgirls. You knock down the Kansas City Chiefs, and you beat the Baltimore Ravens. You beat two of the teams who has had MVP candidates multiple times on national TV, as well as beating America's dream. I ain't gonna say team, America's nightmare. But yeah, if CJ Stroud can win those three games, in my humble opinion, baby, that guy will bring home the MVP hardware. But we must win our division and get into the playoffs, baby. H-Town, I'm your dreadhead. That was Hot Topic TV. It's been real chopping there with you guys. I appreciate y'all joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Man, leave your comments. Say go Texans. Man, say, hey, shut up, Hot Topic. Anything, man, it helps, man. It helps, baby. Just do a little quick drive-by. Like I said, go Texans. Put up your H's or whatever, baby. But like I said, it's been real chopping it up with you guys. And peace.
Texas! Put some respect on our name.